charged with using offensive language. She'll appear in court next month. When it comes to single parents, more often than not, it's been mums who raise the children. Those times are changing, with a growing number of fathers now bringing their kids up on their own.
Welcome to Minor Chef.
Have you done much cooking in your life?
No, I struggle.
Where Paul is discovering onion can make your eyes water, and Neville is trying to forget his last supper.
Let's just say that didn't turn out too well.
And the worried looks aren't just in the kitchen.
Clothes, they don't match. I don't know how to do the hair properly, you know.
And Tyrell's got a big afternoon.
Dad, come and play with me and my Barbies.
What we're now seeing is the rise of the single dad.
Single parents is one of the fastest growing social groups in Australia. A quarter of families with young children are now headed by a sole parent. And guess what?
Single dads are growing at twice the rate as single mums.
No longer are single mothers the ones we should always think of in those single parent households. Yes, there's been a shift in our social and legal thinking, says demographer Bernard Salt.
Generation X, maybe Generation Y, dads are more inclined to want connectivity, connection with their kids. It might also reflect courts' greater tendency to allocate custody to males in more recent times.
You know, I really don't see how gender plays a part.
Dad, you remember the lightning thief?
Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Tyrell has sole custody of daughter Mariah.
Do you know how to write Madison? It's like Madeline.
Yeah, so it's M-A-D-E.
And his local community, for one, thinks he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, she just puts a smile on my face every day.
Oh, you can write it all.
Jeffrey's got 3 of them.
He looks after us really well.
Juggling meals, homework,
God and football.
and a little one with diabetes.
She does karate.
Bowling?
Bowling?
Bowling? You like bowling, Dad?
That's a good idea.
Now, several times a month, single dads like these and their kids come to meet, and not to whinge about their ex.
Yeah, it's definitely not about bitterness, right? It's definitely about helping the kids out and making things positive.
Tyrell's group is the Soul Fathers organisation,
Do a short first aid course for the kids and the dads.
sharing ideas and support for single dads.
Being mum and dad at the same time and getting used to, I don't iron my clothes or nothing, I hang them out, but doing it properly, making the kids happy and having a routine.
And that's where the cooking comes in.
They're not used to eating good meals. So guys, according to the recipe.
Led by Dean, a restaurant chef of 30 years standing.
Well, takeaway, we pay a lot of money for food that is nutrient poor.
When their marriages broke up, many of these fellas found themselves in the kitchen for the first time.
It definitely makes things a lot easier.
Divide that.
Now their lessons are filled with all sorts of tips.
Hidden veggie burgers. So we sort of grated up all the veggies and hid them in the mince, and kids didn't know.
But the journey hasn't always been easy.
I've even had women saying, oh, geez, you'll have to get women in to explain things and stuff.
Jeffrey's been to restaurants where they've said to him,
"Where's the mum? You know, or do we need to get a seat for the mum? No, I'm on my own. Oh, and then the questions will start."
But there is some common ground, because just like single mums, you can't always have a full-time job and be a full-time sole parent.
I'm on New Start at the moment.
When I was working, they couldn't go swimming and after-school activities.
Well, who's better suited to bring up your kids than yourself? You know what I mean? Like, they're your kids, you know what I mean? You know them better than anyone will.
I'm pretty happy with being brought up by you, I guess.
Yeah, no, we're doing a great job, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, and before we go, what of that meal they cooked? Well, they've plated up, as they say, and once again, the judging was tough.
I don't like capsicum.
She's not the only one.
Which one don't you like?
I think the red.
But as every kid knows, or hopes.
After tea, we can have lots of lollies.
Lollies.
Yeah.
What about dessert?
Ah, yum. I like chocolate.
Well, they're fabulous kids, so I reckon those dads are doing a great job. And if you'd like more information on those single father support groups, our website can help. After the break, credit card crunch, how to spend and keep your